Welcome back. Madras High Court's huge relief for Palaniswami EPS's selection as AIADMK's interim General Secretary held valid. Status quo order passed in favor of OPS has been set aside. We have Kovai Satyan of the AIADMK with us. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Kovai Satyan. My first question is, of course, this EPS-OPS war is just raging on. There seems to be no end to it. Now, of course, there is some sort of relief, as far as EPS is concerned. It's advantage EPS at the moment. But how do you see the future of AIADMK? Of course, EPS wants single leadership. However, OPS had been, trying to vie for some sort of truce. So what is, the future of AIADMK going to be since these warring factions are not compromising at the moment?
No, the future of AIADMK will be under the leadership of Mr. Palaniswami. He is now the interim General Secretary. And as per the bylaw, once the General Secretary elections are called for, he will definitely get elected as the General Secretary of the party. However, the rebel Mr. OPS will be alive in judiciary, like how VK Shashikala is. Court has repeatedly mentioned that it is not their job, and the political parties are not run by judiciary or nor by the cases filed in judiciary. It has been observed, and the same statement were made during OPS court hearing as well. So a political party will function as per the rules and regulations and norms laid out by the bylaws, which Edappadi Palaniswami has not breached in any way whatsoever it is. So this judgment is a clarion call for the rebel to ensure that he will be alive only in judiciary, but will not have any meaning or implications in the minds of cadres of AIADMK or the general people at large, like how VK Shashikala is alive only in judiciary for the last 6 years.
Already, you're saying that OPS will only be alive in judiciary. But sir, my next question is OPS, in fact, all right, so we have D. Shivkumar speaking at the moment.
So further, totally throughout the Tamil Nadu 1.5 crores, partymen are very happy with today's judgment. So all are happy, he is also happy.
So what is the mindset of the ADMK cadres? Huh? What is the mindset of the ADMK cadres?
The mindset of the ADMK cadres, actually, what
still in the fight between OPS and
what the intention of the political what the intention of the political. So that to be carried continuously, that not by OPS. Only by EPS. Okay?
So there are many people who are saying that the party will not be able to...
No. Huh? You are arguing for that your party are on standstill. What is your next plan?
Pardon?
What is your next plan to regenerate the party members?
Sir, see, already actually party members are very happy and actually very rejuvenated and very joyful. No. So no question of actually in Tamil Nadu that has not been in our party. So very actually party members are very happy with it. Okay?
Sir, there are many people saying that...
Filing appeals, sir. You are filing, OPS side is filing. When is this going to stop, sir? You're constantly filing appeals. You have been filing appeals.
See, brother, we are actually proceeding only by the law only. Okay? What the bylaw was created by our political leader only as per the law. So wherever they go means only law only speaks. No, that law actually we are abiding means no. We will get wherever they go. No, we will get success.
Sir, with this internal feud, many people are saying that this will be an opportunity for many other political party to take away your cadres or the support that the AIADMK has. The split is causing that.
The question is wrong. No cadres will be joining any other party. So all are Purachi Talaivar, Rattathin Rattangal. Purachi Talaivi Ammavin, Rattathin Rattangal. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank
We also have Kovai Satyan of AIADMK with us. Mr. Satyan, thank you for joining us once again. So as I was mentioning before, you said that, as far as OPS is concerned, they will be alive only in judiciary. But OPS the last time was victorious. I mean, he got relief from the court the last time, and soon after that, of course, he was trying for some sort of a truce, some sort of a compromise with the EPS. We heard him extending that olive branch to EPS. However, EPS was unrelenting. So why is it that dual leadership is something that EPS just doesn't want to consider, while that was something that was, understood in the beginning? That was something that was agreed upon in the beginning, and OPS still wants it, looks like.
Yeah, the dual leadership was a marriage of convenience, because the task ahead of that point of time in 2017 was to ensure that the government completes its full term, and the mandate given by the people is being completed full term. But when we face the election in 2021, the dual leadership is not welcomed wholeheartedly by the people. It was looked at as if it is thrusted upon the minds of the people to accept this dual leadership. When the people on Janta share the same info to the party cadres, then they pass it on to the other higher ups, to the general secretary, and it came up the rank. It's a feedback from the ground. The dual leadership is not going well with the minds of the people. People are accustomed to the single leadership, and there's a saying in English, nobody can work under two bosses. So the cadres are bewildered in most of the times working under dual leadership. What is right, what is wrong, the message is always confusing. So that's the reason, if the party want to steer victory in the lines of our founder and Purchitalavi Amma, it has to resort to single leadership. That was the talk. It was never said that so-and-so person has to be the single most leader. The person who commands the majority in the General Council, and the General Council members will take the role of the single most leadership as General Secretary, wherein Edappadiar has that majority in his hand.
Right.
To be nominated
Mr.
as a single most
Satyan.
leader.
Right, Mr. Satyan. So you're saying that dual leadership is just a matter of convenience, and that if people want victory, then only single leadership will work. And currently, of course, EPS getting relief from the court.